Today we're heading back to my absolute favorite place in the world, Lake Garda in Italy. No place helps me relax as much as here. I'm always amazed by all the villages around the lake and how much they can differ from one another, which makes it easy to return here again and again, over and over. And it's probably no surprise considering how many times I've been here and the incredible love that I have for this lake that our biggest videos on this channel are all about Lake Garda, and many more are sure to come in the future as well. But today we are going to list my absolute favorite restaurants around the lake. This is a question I often get from people, recommendations for great restaurant by the lake. So I thought I'd keep it short and sweet by listing my top 10 gems. I based this list on location and atmosphere as well as the food and service. I also want to address the elephant in the room and say that unfortunately I haven't yet had a chance to visit Lido 84 in Gardona Riviera, which this year earned an incredible 12th place on the list of the world's 50 best restaurants. Last year I came super close and was even on the waiting list for a table. They actually called me 2 hours before to let me know a table was available, but I was on the other side of the lake in Garda and had no way to make it there in time. But I do hope I'll get a chance to visit this oasis in the future. But now let's jump right into the list. In 10th place we head to Limone and Vecchio Fontec, a restaurant that once had a fantastic ambition but has recently fallen short of expectation. It's unfortunate considering the menu is super exciting and experimental, but the food has been far from delivering. So why is this on the list at all then, you may wonder? Well, the restaurant would have been a solid number 1 on this list if we only cared about atmosphere. This is without a doubt the lake's most beautiful and romantic spot, and I still think you should take the chance to visit it if you get the opportunity. Order something they can't mess up or something, or go all in and let me know if they have gotten any better by the years, and in this case write in the comment section. Well, it's a 10th place for Vecchio Fontec. In 9th place we move to the main town of Garda and the stunningly beautiful Miralago restaurant. Located by the lake among a row of restaurants, Miralago is, in my opinion, the place that delivers the best food and service. It's a fantastic spot to enjoy the sunset. In 8th place we head to Riva del Garda and Trattoria la Montanara. This traditional family-owned Italian restaurant has been run for several generations in the same family, offering homemade Italian food. I had my first meal here when I was 11 years old, and my most recent one when I had just proposed to my wife Nadia. The quality has always been top-notch, and if vitello tonato is on the menu this evening when you visit, then you have to go for it. Malcesine may have many charming restaurants, but the food hasn't always lived up to expectations, in my opinion. However, Gondoliere has succeeded with its beautiful view of Monte Baldo and its delightful dishes. Definitely a hidden gem in Malcesine, and it takes the 7th place on this list. An hour's walk from Malcesine lies the small village of Navene. Here there is a small hotel and restaurant called Vela Azzurra, which, according to rumors, is incredibly popular with the locals around the lake. Whether that is true or not, I'll leave that to others to decide, but they cook amazing food and it's definitely worth the detour, in my opinion. A 6th place for this one. Halfway through the list we head into the mountains of Brenzone to the small mountain village of Castello. In 5th place we find the super charming Charly restaurant. Fantastic food and service combined with one of the lake's best views make this little neighborhood spot an obvious choice. It's the best restaurant in Brenzone, in my opinion, so take the time to discover it if you're nearby. In fourth place, we return to charming Limone for a visit to Ristorante Gemma. If the lakeside location isn't enough for you, their cheese platter with local cheese and marmalades will certainly not disappoint. Great service and a large diverse menu round out the experience. In third place, we take a trip to Torri del Benaco for a visit to Miralago, the second restaurant on this list with that name. This amazing restaurant, in my opinion, has the lake's best menu and food, if we're only talking about food. And yet, it doesn't fall short of atmosphere or service either, so there's no reason to skip this gem. Just a tiny notch better, maybe more for the location and service, is Le Palme in Limone. The food here is also fantastic, but the location is unmatched. The sunsets here are something I often long for during the dark winter evenings back home here in Sweden. It definitely earns a second place on this list. And finally, first place goes to Ristorante Venezia, located in a hidden, beautiful alley in the main town of Garda. The food is a 10, the atmosphere is a 10, and the service is top notch. This is the restaurant I most recommend you to visit. But where should you go for your pre-dinner drink before visiting the restaurants on this list? In just 2 weeks, we'll release our guide to my 10 favorite bars around the lake to answer that question. In the meantime, we do have a video on this channel listing my top 10 bars in all of Europe, so check that one out while you wait, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our upcoming content from Italy and other destinations. In the end, however, always remember, it is not about the destination, it is what you make of it that counts. Till next time, stay safe. Yeah.